Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Yo, yo, yo. Anybody got any receipts? Any questions? Hop on in there. Life of Bam, what up? Chief Noble, what up? Anybody any receipts they want to go over that they want to show on my panel today? Or any questions? Anybody got any receipts or any questions? Hop in the panel today. We're gonna let everybody get up. Let some people get up today and show their receipts and ask questions and give, roll the corn. Aaliyah, what's up? Appreciate you. Anybody got any receipts, any questions, any comments, or anything you want to say? Hop in the guest box. Hop in the guest box and let's chop it up real quick. One quick question, one quick comment, or one quick receipt that y'all want to show that we can go over today. I want everybody in, everybody involved today. Roll the corn. I know a lot of times I just get on here and teach and all, but today, Carl Macon, what's up? We'll let everybody get up, man. So if you got something to say or a question or a comment or a receipt, hop in the chat. Hop in the invite box and I'll get you up, get a quick question, quick comment, quick receipt. Farmer, what's up? Shouty doo-wop, roll the corn, arrow whack. Call me Dog Star, roll the corn. Flower Goddess, how you doing? Ex-Elder, what's up, brother? Appreciate you, bro. Lady Burton, what up? Any questions, any comments, any receipts, hop in the panel and ask the question. Anybody, any man from any land, roll the corn. Whatever y'all want to talk about. Whatever y'all want to talk about. Roll the corn, bow my head to my people. I love you and I'm in love with you. How y'all feeling today? Hope today is a great day. Gale Ogeechee. Gullah Geechee. Can we talk about the Inca? Yes, we can. What you want to know about the Inca, Chief Noble? Anything you got to show? Alvin, what's up, brother? How you doing? Everybody matter, bro. All our people matter, man. See, it's not about. See, through information, some people got more information than other people, but the whole point of the information is for the betterment of our people from what we used to do. The information was created to better our people and to feed our people and to make our people more knowledgeable. So no man has the power to try to handle or treat another person different if they know more about this information, right? Because all of our information is all still encoded in our DNA. So that's why I try to do things the way I do it. Because it's not about I know more than somebody. It's about I can learn from anybody. I can learn from anything or any. So we have to look at it like that, right? Because everybody was valuable in ancient times. Everybody was valuable. Today, they try to make our people not valuable, or if I'm not this knowledgeable, or if I don't have this amount of money or this car, or if I don't know, they try to just make our people not valuable. Everybody is valuable. Once everybody tune in and we all on the same frequency, everybody is valuable. So we got to get back to the same frequency that the ancestors did when everybody was valuable. Roll the coin. PG, what up? Got a question or a comment? Yo,
Yo,
yo.
yo, you good?
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
Yeah, good, good. What's up, man? What's up?
Chilling.
So, so I want to ask you or talk to you about something that I was looking up, right?
Okay.
And I started studying because you were saying study, and I started studying about the Erie more and about Mississippi, and what I learned is they basically together, like it's all in one. It's all in one, right?
Yeah.
So I started noticing that. So I'm like, okay, I noticed that's all. That means one. They all the one. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So so now I want to start finding wars, like the name of the wars and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I started like searching. I'm gonna show you something too, because I was like, oh, I started searching like the wars, like the names of the wars, and like
Exactly.
one. And I was like, okay, I'm trying to think all the way back. I don't, they wouldn't call it war. They would call it something else. I'm like, what would they call it? What would they call it? So I'm like, darkness. They will call it darkness. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, darkness. What would the first darkness wars be? So I'm like, okay. I started just like searching about the darkness. So some popped up like this word. I was like, I don't know what this word is. It started with an N. So I'm like, I don't know what this word mean, right?
Yeah.
So I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you what this word is, because I ain't want to say it right now. I'd rather just show you real quick.
Let
Like,
me pull it up, pull you up.
yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started. Hold on. Let me see. How did I? Dang.
Hit the camera and then hit the
Oh, okay,
effect.
okay, okay. I
Mm-hmm.
see. Hold on. So hold on. Dang.
I think you hit the effects. I mean the camera, then you hit the green effects, and then you can pull up the pictures.
Oh, okay, okay, bet. Here he is. Here he is. Hold on. So I started. Hold on. Here he is. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure. Okay, boom. All right, here he is.
Hit the camera. Yeah. There you go, and hit the effect.
So I looked it up. I was like, okay, in ancient Hebrews, as you see, the word Nephilim
Yeah. It's a
means
Hebrew word.
the fallen ones who fell as descendants,
Mm-hmm.
right? Later written described them as powerful hybrids. Why? I'm like, what? So I'm like, just it's a part human and part something else, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when I did, I'm like, okay, and it's a beast of two meanings. So I'm like, okay, I can't really see it right here though, but if you can see it, you can
It
kind of.
says outer physical. Some of the oldest tales says certain Nephilim lineages mix human blood with animal or wild essence, symbols of strength, speed, and predatory power.
Yeah, to power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I started like, what hybrid mean? Hybrid. So I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
what would hybrid mean in
Mm-hmm.
it? So I got to start getting deeper into it. So it say you can read it because you
It
already.
says ancient texts sometimes said that the Nephilim were sons of gods and daughters of men. Whether literal or symbolic, it meant beings whose power was not balanced. Spirit and flesh fused in the wrong proportion. They were giants, not only in size, but in excess. Too much of one force without harmony.
So okay, and then I went one more thing. Then
Okay.
so I like, okay, hold on, one more.
That's deep, though.
Yeah, it is. It
I
is.
got
So
an explanation for it.
you said who?
I got an explanation for it. It's
I
deep.
bet. I want to show you something else real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on. Cause it's I mean, I wanted to learn more. I wanted to know more about it. It just so what I did was, hold Hold on, my bad. I'm trying to find the right one real quick. 'Cause this, okay. Okay, so I started. Okay, here we go. And you can read this one too. But this
Okay.
just the I started. I wanted to know the word. What this word really means. What Nephilim means. We just read. And you just said what
So
it means. Say giants,
so
lawless ones, right?
at the top it says Ivri, Gibberim,
Yup.
right?
Yup.
Speech your people would use terms that describe role and danger. So Ivri is Ivri, which is Hebrew.
Yup. Yup.
That's why I keep telling people the giants are the Ivri. They are the
Yup.
first people to create that, and this goes right along with what I teach.
Yes.
The first giants, the first people on the planet were those Ivri giants.
Yup.
That's why
Yup.
they're found all over America and not everywhere. Go back to that. Go back to that.
Hold on. Okay, before I go, I want to show. Cause I'm glad you said that because I want to know about the giants too, like that meaning giants. So,
Yeah.
so this is what I did. I did this one right here too.
See,
Hold on. So, okay, boom, you can read this and say,
okay. The giant really meant in Old Hebrew. Nephilim doesn't literally mean tall people. It comes from the root word NPL, like Nepal. It's kind of like that word is kind of like Nephilim.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's the one I read in the old book. So the name means the fallen ones.
Yeah.
Over centuries, people pictured them as giants because they were described as powerful and overwhelming giants because of poetic way of saying that they were huge in force, pride, or corruption, not necessarily in height.
Okay. And then back to that other one was this one right here. What was breaking? Like, I wanted to like
Go back
know.
to that. Go back to the one before that one.
Okay, back to when we just was at.
The Ivri, yeah, that one. Go to that
Yeah.
one. So Nephilim, to name anybody carry giants or lawless ones.
And then are these all the names of the dangers that they were? Because I want to know these names. Like, why were they called?
People of the dust,
Yep.
mighty of spoilage.
Yep. Gibram, no, I know the names. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I know the names that say Anashim, Hafar, Ashi Hafar, Gibram, Nevala.
Yeah.
And then they got what is Zadikim? Yeah, Zadikim Shell or. And they say not, so that means they not.
For them, your line would not kin name them as holy.
Yes.
These labels emphasize function, predator, destroyers, forbidden tech users, not biological lineage.
Yup. Not biological lineage. Now that's what I wanted to know. And this the next one right here. Then I'm just hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Cause I got now y'all can see them, huh? Hold on.
Now you had one receipt up with Ivri at the top. Go back to that one. I think that one should be next. One after that one.
Hold on. You talking about right here?
It had Ivri, the first part of the thing.
Ivri, okay, right here. This one. You talking about this one? Hold on, cause it's a lot. Hold on.
The one
this
after,
right here.
One after that one.
After that.
Yeah, you had another one after that had Ivri up there. They go along with it. Right here. Okay. Ivri literally means one who crosses over.
Yes.
Now, let's stop right there. This is important, y'all. This is good information. Yes. So they are talking about the Hebrew giants, right? Which was Ivri. So when we speak of these giants coming to different lands and they start calling them Hebrews, because Hebrew come from Ivri, right? Yeah. This is literally showing you that the giants, when they went to the Middle East and Africa and all these other places, became the Hebrew. Because they were the original ones. These are the people moving around the world. And they come from here. Because the most giants in the world are found here in mounds. So this is deep. So let me read this though. Ivri, one who crosses over or to cross or to pass through. They mean to pass through somebody's land, right?
Yeah. And
Abraham ha-Ivri. Abraham is where they get Abraham in the Bible from.
Yeah.
Abraham turned into Abraham. Ha-Ivri. The Ivri, the one who crossed the river, crossed the boundaries, crossed the worlds.
Yep. And also crossing somewhere else. I know one more other thing too. Crossing over with spiritually wise.
Yeah.
connecting with your spiritual self. That's something I know. That's how I really connected more
So when you
and knew
saying
about.
Ivry, you're not just saying Hebrew like a nationality. You're saying the crosser, the one who stands on the other side,
Side.
the one who carries the original tongue of the Ivry language. This is what they're trying to tell you. The way
Yeah.
the language is called Ivrit in Hebrew, it's literally the language of the crosser. These are huge receipts right here, bro.
Yeah, fact.
See, this is what I be
I,
trying to explain, but I can't always find stuff like
yeah,
this.
and I'm Ken because I wanted to know more about this because I was going through things that I needed to know that I didn't understand, and I had to go with myself to
Exactly.
understand. And that's how I understood. Ivri, it basically means spiritual. You're spiritual in
But
Hebrew.
but
It
but
means like spiritual.
it still means crossing over to other lands at the
Yeah,
same
fact,
time.
fact. That's 100% true. That's what, but it also means that spiritual wise too. But that's why it's so deep. That's why I love it because it means both things.
It means both things. It
Yeah.
means both things. This is powerful. See, when people say ain't see, you got to understand these hunter gatherers didn't create nothing, bro.
Mm-mm.
So when you say stuff is fake and stuff just is made up and everything is just some hunter gatherer knowledge, it had to stem from somewhere for them to even have these words of this type of devotion of power, right?
Yup.
So they heard those giants that traveled to their lands saying Ivry.
Yup.
But this is a part of their language.
Also, let me show you one more about the war. It's one more thing about this
Okay,
war. Yeah,
keep
about
going.
because I wanted to hold on. Let me hold on. This is
And I already know what you finna come with. The Ivry had to fight wars, right?
yup.
And that's what I always teach y'all. We always fight wars against people who are not of that bloodline.
Yeah, and it's finna tell it. Hold on,
It's
cause this
fire though, bro.
I gotta show this right here.
It's fire.
I have to show this, cause
That's why it'd be good for us to, I do leave people in the way, but people can finish off because different people got a different way of studying and pulling stuff up. This is
yeah.
beautiful right here. This is lovely.
Hold on, I gotta find. Hold on, cause this one right here deep. This one I really knew who I was. Like I just want to show it. I just want to show it. I just want to show it. Hold on,
You got
hold
you.
on,
Take your time.
hold on,
This stuff people need to know.
hold on.
Because a lot of people try to discredit the language and the way of living of the Ivry when that's where all of this stuff come from.
Yup.
Ain't no Hebrew, ain't no Ivry, ain't no Ivry, ain't that stuff fake. And no, bro,
Real.
you don't come from it.
Yup.
Therefore, you can't connect to it. This stuff is true. This stuff is ancient.
Hold on. Damn. Hold on. Oh, I gotta
Might
bring
have
it
to
back
sleep,
up. My
y'all.
bad. Hold on. Now I gotta go. Here we go. I gotta go.
Might got to go out and reshrink.
Yeah.
Reshrink.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have to go do.
Yeah,
I
go
didn't
ahead.
even realize it.
We waiting on you. We need to see this.
Yeah.
You see how Ivry is wrote. You see how Ivry is wrote in Hebrew, don't it, y'all? You see it. Now, what he is showing is very powerful because this shows the mound builders of North America or the Ivry, which passed over to other lands and turned into the Hebrew. That's why I keep telling y'all we are the greatest people on the planet. Those are our ancestors before they are anybody else's ancestors because they from this land. The most Ivry Hebrew mounds in America who became American Indians later on down the line, the same bloodline of the people who are our ancestors on this land. We took agriculture and that language and structure building to the Middle East and Africa and the Euphrates. Because the same thing the first Ivry mound builders were doing from the men of old who was buried in mounds before the pyramids was even built. These are the ancestors of the Egyptian. That's why the Egyptian always says their ancestors come from Tamari or Punt, the land of the West. And they know that. And these people were giants. So Nephilim just means huge in stature in Hebrew, huge in stature people, right? It don't mean like hunter-gatherers put all that fallen angel stuff on it. These are the original people of the planet who were huge, and the language was Ivri or Hebrew Nephilim, which is all Hebrew. These are the ancient ancestors of the knowledge. And they don't come from Israel.
Hold on, Charles. I'm still looking. Hold on. I'm almost.
Okay,
I'm almost.
go ahead. You got it. You got time. Go ahead. They don't come from Israel. They traveled to Israel. They traveled to the Nile, the Euphrates, India, Indus Valley, China. A bloodline of that bloodline that started in America traveled to these places. That's why the corn is on all these people monuments. You starting to get it now? Because that corn come with the Ivri. Don't mix that up. That's why the Hindu got corn. Egypt got corn. I even found Sumerians with corn. And they try to make us aliens and discredit our bloodline from America like we come from Africa. Whole time we built the whole world before we became the American Indian they doubled back on in the 1400s and made us prisoners of war. We were still the bloodline of those people. That's why we were still doing Ivri or Hebrew things when they came here. It never left our land.
Here it is.
Greatness never left our land, y'all. Still got to
Hold on.
shrink it a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I. All right. This. Now you can read this one right
Okay,
here.
who the Nephilim were? Giant rulers, hybrids of old powers, not just men. They carried the old sky knowledge, untempered by covenant. They moved like kings and judged like gods, but their laws were hunger and domination.
Yeah.
What sparked the war? The Nephilim used forbidden science and weapons, sky fires, secret rites that broke natural balance. They seized sacred sites and temples, trying to make the world a kingdom under their will. That's what this says.
Yeah. Then it said, who rose against them? Who resisted?
The earliest Gibberim,
Gibberim,
the
y'all.
Falcon Guardians,
Y'all.
covenant keepers,
Y'all.
rose against the Nephilim to protect the fire, the mounds, and the people. Now, Falcon Guardians.
Yo, we know who them is. We know who them is. That's why I did that. Look, I marked that out because I wanted to show that so we can discuss that. Because we already know. So I ain't you know who the Falcon Guardians is.
Protect the mound. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then I looked it up. Okay, now I looked up Gibberim. That's when I realized, okay, let me show you about this right here.
Okay.
Gibberim. All right.
Go with it.
All right, hold on.
Oh, this about to go dead.
Hold on.
It's deep.
Okay, then I went to hold on. Here he is. Right here.
I think you just pressed it.
It's right here. This might gotta switch it down, but here we go.
The theological importance of Gibberim. The distinction of Gibber was almost important from a religious and moral standpoint, as is clarified the source and purpose of their strength. God's power versus human pride. The Bible presents a complex view of the Gibberim. The early Gibberim of Genesis 6, the Nephilim, were described as men of renown, but their might was connected to violence and corruption, which brought on the flood. The flood narrative warns the strength and fame when pursued for selfish pride led to destruction. Strength for righteousness. The strength of King David's Gibberim was framed differently. These warriors demonstrated valor and allegiance to their king, and by extension to God's purpose for Israel.
Now one more thing, because
come on with it.
It's with this. It's with it. It's with it.
I'm with you. Come on, let's go through. It's good information.
I think this one right here was a good one. Yeah. And this one. Hold on. Was it this one?
So y'all Gibbarim, it means the mighty ones, the mighty
Yup.
men,
Yeah, and that's why I want to show this one right here. Hold
the
on.
mighty ones, the mighty men,
Yeah.
right? Warriors, heroes, champions. That's what it means. Now you have to take into consideration who is writing these books, though, right?
Yeah, facts.
So sometimes they speak of great people as bad people because it's not their people. So you have to keep that in mind sometimes too.
Yeah, facts.
Let's keep going.
Hold on. Was it this one? Was it? Nah, it's one more. I think it's to give hours. You know. I think this was a good one right here. Yeah, okay. Cause you always said about the ish.
Yeah, like the ish. Yep.
Ish is right there.
That's fire. To be a Gilber, to be a man of renown. Yep.
Yup. This one I knew.
Ish, Shem. Both of them are Hebrew.
Yup.
Their deeds, both in battle and in leadership, were not forgotten. This recognition gave them lasting name and status within their society, form of immortality through memory and story. Ish Shem. And the mounds in the mounds in Mississippi are called Ish Key.
Yup.
So you see that it's some type of ancient Nephilim or old people built that.
Yup. Hold on.
That's fine.
And then I got like one more then shit. I'm gonna let you.
So Ishim, Ishim means something like your reputation, right? A man of reputation, a reputation of in Hebrew it means a man of reputation. I just want y'all to know what that means. It's deep.
Got one more to show you. Then
Okay. Come on. You got time. Ishim is a person of high standing, good character. You get it now? Ishim, a person of high standing and good character. That's deep. Possesses a certain quality. A man of God. Ish Elohim. Ish. So when you got a mound in the South called Ishki in Mississippi, I told y'all, this is some type of ancient mound, people. This ain't no new model Native American mound. This mound is pronounced in Hebrew in the old languages. It was there then. It's still there today. And they act as if it's some type of native that done it, but these are melanated people. This the stuff that people don't want to get deep into because they just want to screen one thing. But this goes way back farther than us being American Indians. We have a whole foundation before that even came, right? And it's all Hebrew. So you must understand that. The people they speak of are our people.
I'm almost done. I gotta go find it real quick. Hold on.
Right? And that's why I say that language came with agriculture because our people done all of that simultaneously. And you just saw it said the Ivri taught astrology. They taught astrology, people. So when you see astrology in structures, that's Hebrew stuff. That ain't no 1,000-year-old Native American mound aligned with no seasons. Ivry go with the stars, and then you map that out for agriculture, and then you give that to the rest of the world because that is high knowledge at the time it was going down, right? And this is where all the knowledge come from. But since these white people made everything so religious, our people don't believe in none of this no more. Because when they hear Hebrew, they think of religion. It ain't where it come from. They break us from everything that was powerful to us. And we stop understanding it, right?
Hold on. I'm trying to find this one that I really need to read. But hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Then I'm gonna let you, because this one powerful, right?
You got time. Go ahead. Yeah, we need that last one. But I want y'all to understand. These are the people that off their bloodline built Egypt. These are the people off their bloodline built Samaria. But like I say, where did it start? Here. Because the most ancient languages have been found here, and they say it's a hoax. They say it's a hoax, but it's not. It's just hidden because they know where it come from. They want it to come from their side of the world and not over here. They want us to be a new land, not an old land. They want us to be Africans, not indigenous to this over here. So they have to change everything. One thing about America, everything had to be changed. Some stuff in Africa can stay the same. Egypt can stay the same, right? Because it's on the land that they dwell in. But when you come to a new land that you're not connected to, you can't just get out here and say that everything great came from this land and I'm not from this land, and then speak that with pride, right? It's all about pride and ego. What land and what people were the greatest people on the planet? They're not going to give you that after they find it in America. They have to break you all the way up and give you knowledge from the 1400s all the way up to today. But nothing before that, we don't know nothing about it. So therefore, they tell us these are Native American mounds throughout history. Knowing these mounds go back into the Ivry. They know it. The bones in the mound, soon they open the mound up, the bone just turns into dust, people. That means them bones in there are 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 years old. They know it. Nature, it takes thousands of years for nature to get rid of bones, people, turn them into dust. Egypt, them bodies were coming out full. All bones still there. They're not older than us. Bones here were just turned into dust when they cracked the mound. Peace G, find it and come back up, bro. Find it and come back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it, come back
Then
up.
just hop back in the comments. We come back up and finish. I ain't going nowhere.
Baby.
Y'all follow Peace G, man. There's great information. That's great information. I told y'all the mound builders are the Ivry, the Hebrew they speak of. And their bloodline carries on right now still to today in America. Those are our ancestors. And they don't come from Egypt, or it don't come from over there, it come from here. That's why they adored it so much in other parts of the world. Right? Who we have first? Deborah Moore, you got a question or a comment? Q4 Freeze, got a question or a comment? Yo. It's going down the list. Bam, what's up? Quick question, quick comment. What's up, brother? Y'all follow Life of Bam.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing? How you doing, Bam?
Truth. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You hear me? You hear me, Bam?
Hold on 1 second, brother. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get my. I can't hear you for some reason. But what I wanted to show you is like when to go on like kind of keep on the subject which I was talking about. The Indians used to speak Hebrew as well, right?
Yeah, they did. They learned it from us.
Huh?
Yes, they learned it from us.
Yeah, right. No, I ain't talking about the Native Americans. I'm talking about our ancient
Yeah,
people.
The American Indians.
Yeah,
For
yeah. So
sure.
we always
Yeah.
spoke Hebrew, and I only came up here to show you like one good receipt that I had for you,
Yeah.
like because when we talk about the tobacco Indians and all these other different things, this one picture I just wanted to show you
Okay.
about us right here.
You already know that. You already know how people were still speaking Hebrew when they came here. They were still speaking it. That's why I showed the Choctaw saying Hebrew words about New Orleans.
So this my people right here rolling the tobacco.
Yes, sir. Roll the tobacco.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This my people right here
Uh-huh.
rolling the tobacco.
That's fire. That's fire, bro.
That's my cousin right here on the right. When he was a little boy, that's his daddy. I'm gonna pull up a better picture too. Hold on, so you can actually see the daddy's face. There you go.
What state this in?
You see that jawline?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just want to show you that like that's the real Indian right there.
What state this was?
This in Burnsville, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, up in the Appalachian Mountains. All my family had crops, cattle, chickens, ducks, all that stuff. And one thing we always did is we always grew tobacco. It was always in us to grow tobacco.
Yeah, that's how my family grew.
And I got one more good receipt for you. I just wanted to just pop up and show you. That's my aunt right there.
On the
with
right.
her cousin.
That's fire.
So like when people be trying to say we misleading people and we doing these things. No, these my people.
That's amazing.
My family.
That's an amazing picture right there, bro.
So
look at the X. Look at the X. I can't hear you no more, but look at the X on the chest. Look at the X on the clothing that she got on, y'all. Look at that. That's fire. Right in the middle. It's breaking up baby, man. That's fire, bro. Bam, I appreciate you, bro. I can't hear you no more. Bam. Y'all follow Bam. That's fire. That is fire. To show your own family in original regalia is fire. Now you see that, like, when you see stuff like that, that's why I had it in my spirit to let people come up today and put their truth on here. This is what they don't want us to show. They don't want us to get on here and talk with some sense and break stuff down and learn, and people show their family in our history. And this is what they don't want us to do. They want us to argue, people. They want us to argue with each other. They want us to go back and forth with hunter-gatherers. They want us not to connect spiritually on the land we are connected to just because, right? This is what we really got to do right here. Like, this is really building. This is really building. A lot of people say they be building, but they just be talking shit. This building right here. I let 2 people up already, and I've seen enough beautiful stuff for the day. Roll the call. Let's keep going. Y'all follow Bam. Bam, I'm going to let you back up in a minute, Bam. Liny. What's up, brother? LINY got some beautiful videos or artifacts on his page. I want y'all to follow him.
What's good? What's good?
What's up, bro? What's up, brother? How you doing?
All right.
I know you got some receipts.
Oh, yeah, I just don't know how to.
I always watch your page, man. I see you on it because you always in the museums. You always getting and I appreciate you for that. That's fire.
So look, I want to get to this Phoenician thing, right?
Yeah.
So I've been looking up these burials and all this shit out here in Long Island, pardon me.
Yeah.
So I got a couple good ones that they excavated mounds and they found some stuff, right?
Yeah.
So they got the red ultra, they got the hematite, they got the theatite, you know, they are mounds, got the Micah Birdman tablet.
Exactly.
Boom. But then indigenous burial mounds on the plantations out here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They it up and make it seem like it's Native American, but I already know it. I know, so I see what's going on.
You see what's going on now, bro. It's way older. It's way more influential in the world.
They telling articles, but then they trying to mix other different people around in it. They telling you it's colored, it's indigenous. Then they try free people of color. Then they put in African slaves and Native Americans.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
On the back end. Yep.
It's a line to true, not true north. It's a line to magnetic north, facing due east. You know, it's all different. You know what I'm saying? Signs I see, but they also found they have an astronomical tower.
Exactly.
They discovered in the 1800s or something like that. They started a college off stuff. They discovered the speed of light is faster than sound there because of something that was there already.
I mean, it was there already.
But boom, let's go into the. I'm looking at all of that stuff. I find the indigenous people that they showing that was there, and I know some of their family. You know, from all the way from out east to Amityville and different places out here. I know these people.
Yeah.
They got indigenous buried around Amityville, the Buns and the Bruce. They come from out east, but show the indigenous.
It's breaking up bad, bro.
Hold on.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you better now. Yeah.
So boom. Right now, I'm gonna go to the Phoenician stuff. Right. I got from looking into that, it shows that they got
you got some pictures of it.
Phonetic languages. Right. They talking about phonetic languages.
Yeah, they talk about Punic and phonetic languages, stuff like that.
So the phonetic languages, they right away they start talking about Micmac.
Yeah, Micmac Indians. Yeah.
And
exactly.
Another tribe, right? So I already seen you put up the Micmac Indians was dealing with the Hebrew.
Yeah.
So I know what they
writing hieroglyphics.
So I start looking into. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, because they always talking that Semitic stuff, right?
Yeah.
But this is phonetic, right? Yeah. And it's dealing with the symbols and all of that, and it's the same stuff. So I'm like, hold on, this is Hebrew, and they trying to make it sound like it's different.
Exactly.
So I look up, all right, what do the Phoenicians have to do with phonetic languages? And they say everything. They the ones who created them.
They're the one who brought it over there.
So I'm like, whoa. If they created them, why are they speaking it in Suffolk County when the colonizers got here?
Exactly.
I do have some stuff on it. I don't know how to pull it up.
Hit your camera. And then hit the green effects button.
Where's that?
I think that camera is at the bottom. I think you hit that. You hit the
Come here. So hit the camera.
Hit the one with the pencil. It's like a pencil. Then you go to effects.
Hold on.
But you're exactly right, brother. They changing the names of languages, acting like it's different, but it's really the same thing. Just a couple of things changed because.
And they got a town up here called Phoenicia in New York State. and they talking about they named it for the Phoenix tannery and shit. I was like, what? I found, you know how I found that out? Because I seen a man with a hat on that said Phoenicia Diner. I was like, wait, come here. I took a picture of it. I said, come here, man. Boom, I looked it up. It's upstate New York. I was like, get out of here, man. They even gave me some weird answers when I started questioning about it, but they won't give them to me again.
You know what that is? That's Catskill, New York.
Yeah, it's the Catskills.
That's what Mike Tyson from, right?
It's something a lot of things there. I gotta see what's going on.
Empire State Railroad Museum.
They got that.
Natural landmarks.
Big mounds. But they trying to act like ain't no mounds there.
Hold on. New York City hosts artifacts from ancient Phoenicians in the museum that was in Phoenicia, New York.
It's a link there. It don't make sense, yeah. They even told me, like, why is they named that? They said, probably for the Phoenicians.
That's crazy right there, bro.
But I want to show you a bunch of these artifacts because I know you're going to go crazy with them.
Oh, yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I need all of that.
I can't. You said the camera.
Okay, hit the. It's like a pencil. Well, like at the bottom of your thing, when you go in there, it's gonna say affix.
A pencil.
I don't know if you hit the camera first. Did you go into the pencil or
hit the camera?
Cut the camera on.
It says effects. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hit effects, and then you're gonna hit the picture one in effects. If you hit effects, you're gonna hit the green. The one got the picture with the green sun. It got a sun in it with an arrow going down.
I see the effects. And you say hit the one. Which one?
Hit the green one with the arrow that's pointing down. Then your picture's gonna pop in up.
I got a circle.
It's like a square. It's like a green square with the sun and like a mountain in it or something like that. How many followers you got? It might not be popping up, bro.
Oh, that's probably why, because I only got like 3 something. But I'll send it to you in your email.
Yeah, man,
right
send
now.
it to me. I sent you my email.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. What's the email?
Let me send it to you right now. The email is banthony.
banthony
491
at
gmail.com.
All right, I'm gonna send you some stuff right now.
Yeah, send me some stuff. I'll pull it up on the back end.
And you remember I was talking to you before about that portrait with the dudes captive at the museum?
Yeah.
So it's all of the mound builders.
It's all of the mound builders.
It's all of the mound builders. And now I noticed too in some of these and these people look kind of huge too. Those pharaohs, some of them next to people.
Yeah.
They're huge. They ain't
they huge. Size. They huge. They are the people we were just talking about. The evil.
Yeah. They ain't regular size.
They evil. They're them the original men. That's where they come from. That's why those giants popped up in Egypt and Samaria and stuff like that. Yeah, they came from here though. With supreme knowledge.
No doubt.
Yep. I appreciate you. Let me get some more people get up. Send them to me, bro.
I'll send that over.
Thank you so much, man. Y'all follow LINY.
Show it to you right here, you know.
Yes, sir.
Word.
All right, bro. Y'all follow LINY. He got some amazing videos on his page of all the museums up north with all these artifacts in there. Y'all go check that out. Follow him right now. Y'all want to see that. But he is exactly right. We got a connection with the Phoenicians, the Cretans. Somebody sent me a receipt. Now, this receipt is crazy. I might have to stop my live and go pull that receipt out. Because this receipt is crazy. My homie I met at the Mounds, he sent me a receipt talking about the Yuchi Indians from Georgia are the bloodline of the Cretan, of the Minion. That blew my mind, bro. Let me say that again. I'm gonna have to stop and get that one, y'all. I gotta go get that one. I gotta show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on. I hate to mess my live up, but I got to do it. But now I'll show it to y'all tomorrow. I ain't gonna stop the live. I ain't gonna stop. It said the Yuchi Indians that was of Georgia are originally the Minions, the Cretans, the Keftua. He said, pull that up. Gotta pull it up, man. Fuck it. See, I be messing my, see, when I stop my live, it missed my YouTube live up. But fuck it. Let me go get the receipt. Now, give me a two. Let me let it catch back up. Let me catch back up. I was gonna wait and do this tomorrow, but it's too vital. Now I told y'all we had a connection. Now, do anybody remember that I told y'all we had a connection with the Minions and the Cretans and the Phoenicians, and it got something to do with the ancient culture? Then they turned into some type of Indian, some type of American Indian. See, this is the type of information that is so deep and people don't even look into this, but through my research, I'm steady seeing connections between the Cretans, the Keftua, the Minions, with our people. And I'm steady seeing connections between our people and Phoenicians and Egyptians, right? So let's go through this right quick. Based upon their religion and customs, Mahan believes the Yuchis came from the Mediterranean during the Bronze Age, that is around the middle of the 2nd millennium BC, when the Minions ruled the seas, and that they are the descendants of an ancient Minion people. Damn. I told y'all, bro. I told y'all. Because when I research this stuff, it be right there. It's the same artifacts. It's the same people. They look the same. They doing the same thing. They brown skinned it. Now, let me break that down. Remember I said, coming from the Great Lakes, the Minion or the Phoenician had corn and copper, and they went to the Mediterranean Sea, and they put it over there. Now, they saying the Yuchis are the same bloodline that went over there, and then they end up coming back to their original homeland. It ended up in Georgia. Now, this shit is crazy. I ain't want to show y'all this until I went through the research, but the Minions are mound builders and the Yuchis are mound builders. Let me pull up a picture of the Yuchis so y'all can see what I'm talking about. They got a picture of the Yuchis in the airport in Atlanta, right? Melon, brown-skinned Indians. Let me pull up a pic. This stuff is deep, man. But I told y'all I had a connection with them people, man. Now this is the famous picture of the Yuchis right here. Let me let y'all see that. Hold on. This is the famous pic. This is the famous picture of the Yuchis in Georgia. Right? This is the one in the airport in Atlanta, right? And they talk about this beautiful people that they, remember I put up a video talking, they were saying these people don't know their history no more. My boy Royal Lee said ERG though. Now you remember I did that airport video about earlier this year for anybody who just always been following me. And I read the description of the Yuchi that was in the airport, and they said this is a beautiful people. with a beautiful history, and the people today that are connected to it don't even know their history. Got to be a lost tribe, bro. It got to be. Y'all remember that? So to see a receipt like this is crazy. Now let's keep going through that. Uchis came from the Mediterranean during the Bronze Age, around the middle of the second millennium BC, when the Minians ruled the seas. Our people ruled the seas, people, before everybody. And that they are descendants of ancient Minian people. Apparently, they broke away from the parent stem about the time writing in stone was in vogue. Yuchi tradition is that their ancestors came from the east in boats after a natural catastrophe. Their now homeland was to the south, central or northern South America, and they lived there for a long time before immigrating north, perhaps across the Gulf of Mexico. The chief interviewed by Mahan said his tribe came to the southeast United States about 1,000 years before the appearance of De Soto. White settlers drove them out of Georgia. Today, about 1,700 Uchis live in Oklahoma. Now, that is deep, man. That is crazy. People coming back to their ancestral land, back from the Mediterranean, from which they went to the Mediterranean in BC times, and they still know the history. Now, let me give y'all an example of what I'm talking about. When did the Cretan arrive in Greece? Let's go get some dates. Because we got to put dates with this stuff, right? In Crete, I'm going to say Crete. Crete, C-R-E-T-E. All right. This stuff is wild. The first inhabitants, the ancestors of the Minians, arrived in Crete in 7,000 BC, they say. They were farmers who established one of Europe's first Neolithic settlements at Knossos. That's where the mound, stone, and the palace sits in Knossos. The Minian civilization had then developed from settlers flourishing around 3000 BC. So we all know they migrated to Crete, right? Minians, modern day Cretans. And they talking about Minians now. And let me show y'all what they built, so y'all can understand who are the people who are building these buildings for real, right? And show you how they look, because they always talk about Tartarian buildings, but they don't never put a name on it. Put a name on this shit, bro. Put a name and a face and a people on a structure where we can kind of understand this more. Now, that's what this is all about. Now look at this. Damn. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Roll the coin. Look at the brick masonry. Look at the columns. And they coming from here now. I'm telling you what I know. Now let me see if AI let me pull this up. See, I ain't gonna put coin in there. I gotta outsmart the machine, right? You gotta outsmart the machine. Don't put coin in there. Just put Cretan gold rings. And then we bypass the bullshit because you ain't smarter than us. Now let's go find them rings that the Cretans had. If they put them on here, they ain't on here, y'all. I got a receipt of them. They deep in my phone. But it's something else I can show y'all though. Okay, this is one of their rings right here. But this ain't the one I'm talking about. But I'm just gonna show you the language that's on top of it. Now, here go the language of the Cretans. Hebrew. It's Hebrew, big dog. Paleo. Paleo Hebrew on the ring. Now, they won't show us them corn cob rings on the internet. They gonna do that. They're not gonna give me that. I gotta go back into my receipts to get that. But anyway, I got something to show y'all about the Cretans. Cretans, is it a Stella? Let me see. Because I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. What's the name of that artifact? Damn, Cretan. It's a disc. I already went over this in one of my lives. And it showed the 6 month. Here we go right here. Let me see, can I blow this up? It showed the 6 month, which is the summer solstice, right? Let me see, can I blow this up? And I'm gonna show y'all what the Cretans were talking about during the harvest season. Give me the right one, y'all. Roll the corn. Let me find the right one. Because they can't decipher all of this. It's a lot of stuff they say they can't, they'll pay people to decipher. These white folks will pay you to decipher this stuff. I'm telling you. Because they know their DNA can't do it, right? Now give me the full pic, man. Now on the Cretan's disc, man, let me go find the receipt, bro. Hold on. I ain't got time to play with AI. Not today. Let me go back into the receipt, see can I find it. Because I'd rather show y'all what I'm talking about real quick without wasting time. Because I blew it up on my own and I showed y'all what it meant on the Cretan disc in the 6 month of the zodiac calendar that they had, right? They go to building. Now what's this day? September 20th. Now this is the Cretan mound with the Mississippian cross, Hebrew cross on top of the mound. This is the Minian mound over there in Greece with the Hebrew cross, the earth cross, right on top of the mound. September 20th, somewhere in that area. Let me see. Let me go find the artifact. Roll the corn. September. I got it around here somewhere. I got to find it because I want y'all to see what I'm talking about. Now here's an example of the rings. The corn cob rings. What date this is? September 14th. Here's an example of the corn cob rings that the Cretans had with corn on the cob, ancient corn on the cob on the rings. Right? I got a real picture of these somewhere too. I got a real picture of these in a museum, gold looking just like corn. You could really go research that and find it yourself, but I got a picture of them. That's the one they just I got off of another receipt, but I got a real picture in the museum. I might run across it while I'm looking for the tablet. But I got to show y'all the disc, the Cretan disc. Where is it? There we go. Right here. This is the Cretan disc. Now, as you can see, there are different sections on the outside, right? That is the Ankh cross. This is the 6 month. So when you look at the outside, it goes month by month. This is the 6 month. This is the month of the harvest, the month of the helixual rising. The ribbon stood for the Ankh cross back then, right? Right there. Now, what y'all think this is right here? What y'all think this is right here? And I'm going to tell y'all what it is. Put it in the chat. That's the ribbon for the Ankh. What you think this is right here? Let me see what y'all saying. I can't see what y'all saying because of the screen. There's some type of date palm. See the top of it? That's a date palm right there. So, Ankh for the summer solstice in June, 6 months on the tablet. Palm tree, date, or some type of palm or date palm tree. Right there. What y'all think this is right here? This the corn right here. That's the corn right there. You see it? See the kernels on it? Right there. You see it? You see it? Ankh, date palm tree of life, corn, and what's there right there? The fire. With the falcon, you see it? That's fire. This is how you read the glyphs. Because it goes along with the season changes in agriculture. So when you can read that, you can tell what they are telling you. The Ankh in the sky during this month, the date palm tree of life, corn harvesting, Haru, falcon, Sirius rises in this month. That's fire. Now, this is how I put that knowledge together. This is how I put that knowledge together. Ak Mogi. Akmogi, Mounds, Southern Georgia. Akmogi. Right? That ain't Indian. Aki is Hebrew. Mol means star in Sumerian. Mol is Hebrew, M-U-L. G is Hebrew. Ak Mogi. It ain't Ak Mogi with an O-C. In ancient, and when you break it back down to where it come from, it's A-C-H-M-U-L-G-E-E. Not O-C-M-U-L-G-E-E. That's the English word. It's Akmogi, just like they say Aki for brother. That's Hebrew. You gotta know that. So when they all always talking about these mounds, you don't even want to know the original name, bro, because it's Hebrew. It's way older than you. It's over your head, Native Americans. Y'all did not create these names, right? Stop while you ahead with the foolishness. Because you don't want to fuck with me. Because I'm going to take it back before you came out the cave. I ain't even going to play with you. I ain't going to play with y'all hunter-gatherers. I know what this stuff means. Y'all can change the words all you want. I'm like Rashad Poet. I'm going into etymology. Follow Rashad Poet. It's etymology, bro. That's what deciphers the truth. Right? Now, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Now, look at that falcon right there. You see that falcon head with the body like a shield? Y'all see it? Put some corn in the chat. Put a 2 or put some corn in the chat if you see the falcon beak sticking out right there with the falcon body. You see it? Put some corn or put a 2 in the chat. Y'all see it? Before I show y'all what I'm going to show you, you see it? Right there. Now, everybody see it. Let me show y'all what's inside the mound. Now, Akmogi is really Akmogi. A-C-H-M-U-L-G-E-E. All of it is Hebrew. They put the O-C on front of it to change it to English. But it's really Akmogi. Just like them Philadelphia niggas say Aki in Hebrew, same thing. Akmogi. Now, Let's go look at the inside of that mound in Ocmulgee in southern Georgia. Let's go look at the inside. I just showed you an artifact from Greece with the falcon on it. What the hell is that? What's that, my babies? I love you and I'm in love with you. Why is the same symbolism on Cretan artifacts in the middle of South Georgia? Huh? Somebody better tell the truth now. Why the falcon on Cretan artifacts in Greece with corn, and we got a big ass falcon right here in the inside of the Ocmulgee, Georgia mound? You see it? The chief, the fire pit, Ocmulgee, Georgia. Now, see, this is a whole nother teaching right here. This ain't that motherfucking bullshit. This that real, this that shit over people's head that they don't understand. See, this that shit you can't fake. You got to study to get that. You got to know what you're looking at to get that. You got to know that the Cretans are talking about the tree of, the key to life stars. That's why they got the Ankh on there. It's the celestial rising in June, the summer solstice. Now, what happens in Georgia to that falcon on the ground in that mound in Georgia when the summer solstice hit? That's what you got to go learn. What happens during the summer solstice to that falcon on the floor inside that mound in Georgia? The sun come right in the mound and light that motherfucker up. The sun come right in the front of the mound and light the falcon up on the floor. It's a video on YouTube showing it. Our people are landing to the east, and when that sun come up, it go right down and hit that falcon, which is a representation of the Sirius star. Y'all take this shit a joke. Y'all take this shit a joke. Roll the call. People think this shit a joke. And when I found this stuff out, I was done. I don't even want to see no more. Them the same damn melanated people. Them ain't no goddamn Native Americans. Have you lost your mind? Not doing nothing like that. That's Ma'at. That's Ma'at teachings right there. That's ancient astrology right there, built right in your face. Right? Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Look at these people talking about 17,000-year-old civilization in Georgia. Ocmulgee mounds. Crazy work. Hold on. Hold on. See what this say.
Georgia, hidden beneath Macon's bustling cityscape, lies a sacred ground, Ocmulgee.
Let me let y'all look at this. I'm gonna try to find the one with the solstice.
Mounds. Please subscribe. Built by the Muskogee people over a millennium ago, these mounds are not just earth and clay, they are monuments of time, memory, and resilience. Imagine generations.
That's going in the mound right there.
Layering these towering mounds, each summit holding stories of chiefs, spiritual leaders, and ancestors. They climb these sacred heights to connect with the stars.
Now hold on. 17, these folks saying 17,000 years ago. Look at this.
Please subscribe. Built by the Muskogee
17,000 years ago.
These mounds are not just earth
hold
and
on.
clay, they are monuments of
I gotta
time.
find a video of the solstice. I got to find that one. fifth thing took it off the internet because I put this out a long time ago. Let me see. Roll the corn. Let me see, can I find it for y'all? Now look at this now. They got the symbolism right on the thing. Look at that right there. Hold on, how y'all gonna do that? They got the symbolism of the falcon on the watch this. Watch the symbolism. That's on the They know what this is, y'all. Because the symbol of Ocmulgee Mounds is the falcon. Watch this. See if I find it. Hold on, let me find it. Look right there. See that? Oh, let me bag up off of it. You see that? See the falcon on the Ocmulgee National Historic Park? See the falcon? Right there. You see it? Right there. See it got the eye motif on the eye for the Sirius star? They know what that means. They know that means the Sirius star rising in the summer. Haru ideology. They know it, just like Horus. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Now let me see can I find it before I keep going, because I'm gonna let some more people get up. And once I started researching this, a lot of these videos got took down. Hold on. That's why I be trying to rip this stuff down and keep it in like some type of, because they be getting rid of this stuff once you get onto it. They'll delete the whole thing off the internet. Let me see. Oh, this might be it. Let me see.
There are mysteries here. Mysteries concealed by the centuries. The mounds are only the most obvious reminder of an ancient civilization that thrived here 1,000 years ago.
Way older than that.
Ocmulgee was a crossroads, an ancient intersection.
Now let's stop right there. Y'all saw that symbol?
Historic highway.
The Aztecs had that same symbol, right? This symbol right here. Aztecs had the same symbol. Aztecs had the exact same symbolism. These people are older than the Aztecs. This is where their teaching come from. Same symbolism with the Aztec artifacts. Let's keep going.
An ancient intersection. And the prehistoric highway was the Ocmulgee River. The river was a corridor of trade, linking the Piedmont to the Macon Plateau with the coastal plain. For generations and generations, Long before the coming of the first Europeans, Okmulgee was both a commercial and a religious center. It was here that the river met the builders of these massive earthen monuments, the Mississippians. The Great Temple Mound, the Funeral Mound, and the cool confines of the Earth Lodge are only what we see on the surface.
That's the Falcon.
Underground is the hidden legacy, finely crafted ceramics, the inscribed seashells traded from hundreds of miles away, and the copper ornaments that speak to archaeologists even today.
That's the copper from the Great Lakes.
Power. The real story of Okmulgee began at least 10,000 years ago, with the arrival of the first wandering hunters to this land. The Paleo-Indians were nomads, traveling in small bands and living off the land. Life was hard and change came slowly, but inventions like the bow and arrow and pottery would eventually restructure their lives.
Now, hold on, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Now, you heard the invention of the bow and arrow, right? How you think the bow and arrow got to Egypt? Hold on, I got to find the alignment, man. I know the video ain't gone. I got to find it. And if I don't find it today, I'll go back and find it because I could. It's somewhere on here. It's an old video, but it's showing the sun coming into the mound during the summer solstice, lighting up the falcon on the floor, just like Egypt be doing, right? But that's what that stands for. So let's get back to what I was saying. The Cretans got the same. Now, why is that falcon symbol all the way in Greece and it's in Ohio? That symbol is in the Mississippi and on the Mississippi River. That symbol is in Ohio, Indiana, everywhere, right? That symbol is older than Native American culture. Way older. So therefore, they didn't build that stuff. Right? The Ankh lines up with the horizon and the sun comes through it. The loop of the Ankh is before the sun even rises, though. So you got to understand the loop of the Ankh is before the sun rises. Now the bottom of the Ankh is when the sun rises. It's before it start happening before the sun even rises, right? That's what people got to understand. Then when the sun rises, it completes the Ankh, the key to life. It's harvest time. Let me take some more questions. Money Pit Media, you got a question? Karis and Moon, you got a question? I gotta find that video. Yo. Let's see. Alan, got a question or a comment? Yo. I am crack. What up? Got a question or a comment?
Hey, nothing. Move, girl. Move. You want to play? Move. I don't want to
Okay, I'm
say
done
move,
playing. Okay, I just
move,
want to rub
nigga.
on you. I just
No,
want to rub
no,
you.
no.
Girl, move. King don't want you on him today. Move. Y'all crazy. Alpha Queen, question or comment. We learning today. Move. Hey, I gotta block you for this. Somebody get him, because that's just wild right there. That's done on purpose. Felicia, got a question or comment? These people crazy, bro. We trying to get some knowledge. Move. Yo, how you doing?
Hi, B. You know what? That was an error. I just listened to you. I wasn't really trying to come up, but thank you for all the
What?
knowledge and information you put out there.
Ma'am, appreciate you. Thank
All
you.
right.
I'll follow Miss Felicia. Follow Miss Felicia. Follow Miss Felicia. Machete 978. Question or comment? I'm so deep. I'm into my video. Ain't that crazy? Atara. Question or comment?
Yeah. And then if this is off.
Yo. She's trying to come in. Let me see. Eric Boy. Question or comment? Well, I got it. Well, Atlantean now. It popped up different. Yo. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try Eric again. Let's see.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Question. Do you believe in myth and legends? I think they connected to most of this. I think that's how they try to erase us, do myth and legends. 'Cause I got a lot of myth and legend books. Plus,
Talking
I hear
about like mythology.
yeah, because I think some of it's really us. I got
All of it us.
I got Myth and Legend Wolf, and it talks about a little bit about the Bible. Plus, it shows stuff in Egypt. Like, it got Egypt Myth and Legends, and it showed that rock. Now, all this is in one book. That's the scary part about it. It got Myth and Legend, all the rules, right?
Okay.
And it talked about all the locations of where all the rules located, including the ones that's in the water. And a lot of people don't know that was around slavery time when we was trying to get out of slavery, because people forget we was like groups. Then what this guy do, Egypt point is, I paid attention to how I got another book called Three Kings. The Three Kings is about, now this is the case kill part of it. Three Kings got all the colors, red, white, and blue, right? But it talk about the three kings leading to another king who has the baby, right? Almost like a Jesus complex. But the crazy part about it shows the Egyptian map of how they got there. And guess what? It looks just like where they don't want us to go, where the volcano at, where that little loop at, where all those mountains at that they don't want us to cross. I got a picture of that, right? 3 different books. Now get this. 3 different books, all showing Egyptian dreamers, and also the Jesus complex, because when I got another book showing it, but then
what area of America is the area you talking about that they're trying to? Is it the Grand Canyon area or
where the volcano at? The volcano that they don't want us to cross. Between South America, whatever, and that the other America, the one that can cross towards Africa, the one where all the animals at, where they so-called say the volcano eruptions happen and stuff, but they don't want us to cross that.
Like Central America or
the one with the volcano that's on the ground, and they always say that it's mountains over there that the government won't, and NASA don't want to let us cross.
I'm just trying to figure out what area of the world you're talking about. You talking about, is it in America?
Yeah, either South America or close to the Amazon, somewhere between them, those areas.
Okay,
Where all
now
the
like
where all the,
Yucatan area.
where all the volcanoes and stuff at,
Okay,
the
yeah,
volcanoes.
yeah.
And then, well, some people think it's a gateway that you go under it. And I kind of believe it because when I be in Lake Michigan, I see little mounds with little tunnels under it, and then I see water. So I do believe there's certain shortcuts under the water. While at the same time, I had found myth and legend with Lake Michigan, and it was saying that Lake Michigan, that is a name. It was older than that. Then it showing me mythical animals. But point is, I think when they erase books, they call them myth and legend. Why you think they doing that to Martin Luther King and Harriet Tubman right now? They trying to say they fake, right? They trying to put them in the mythical stories. But reality, the Underground Railroad is real because my auntie showed me where one of them located. While a lot of people don't know, Illinois used to be part of Canada at one time. So when you take the logos out of Canada and Illinois and all that and put them all in one thing, that's when all the mystery come out because you doming yourself to be logo to one area when reality we used to live everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, there were Canada, all down to Peru, all down to South America. Now,
Yeah,
now the myths of us going underground and going to the other side of the world, that myth ain't true.
well,
That's
some of it is
that's
until
a
I
myth
seen
for sure.
artifacts. I seen artifacts to back it up. For example, when I be on Lake Michigan, I found mermaid artifacts. I found trees that look like Adam and Eve tree, but I call it a Stargate because the way around, but it got artifacts there that's the old rocks. Then I seen underground tunnel. While at the same time, the water's older than. Remember when you said about the rape, about the bird? Do you know New York has a land like a bird? But then when I go to Myth and Legend, they show a dragon with the Book of Life right there. So a lot of people don't know that um all these landscapes and stuff was magical at one time because some people around my age and older used to say we lost the magic a long time ago. While you go around the loop of Chicago, it's a library there about witches and warlocks that used to be over there, and it's trying to tell you that we had magical powers to heal before they called it science. But a lot of people don't want to think that way because they think voodoo is bad, not realizing that before there was science, we had other names for healers.
Yeah. Yeah, shaman, stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's the
Um,
part I'm trying to get to
now,
understand. Yeah,
now, now, this the part you got to separate mythology from reality, right?
I understand.
Now, the Stargate thing was created in a aliens teaching, right? You
Yeah.
understand that, right? The Stargate is like something aliens created to travel large distances on this planet, like jump through realms.
Yeah, I get that.
Like,
And I
like
think it
Star,
connects
because
to Atlantis.
it comes from like Stargate Atlantis, right?
Yeah, Atlantis, yeah.
The Atlantis is a myth.
Well,
It,
technically it's a sort of
they are
because
talking
anything that's
about
underwater is Atlantis till they prove it wrong.
they are talking about a real place, but
Yeah.
they're making it a myth because they're trying to hide the people that they are talking about.
Yeah, I actually
They want to separate it from a real melanated person
yeah.
and make it into like a some type of entity or some type of movie character.
And that's why I like hieroglyphics because it show all of that plus it show Atlantean, but a lot of people don't know anything that's on the water is Atlantean until it come up. And science even proved that lands go underwater every couple of years. Now, again, they might not take a while
But
before they find Atlantis, but
this the thing.
land do go up and down on the water. So the closest thing to a culture is going to be like Babylon. But unfortunately, you got that in the Bible, and another, but they found the city of AI, and I'm looking like, how you find the city of AI, but you can't find the city of Babylon? So it's like somewhere between
Okay.
half of the truth, because the Book of Life is torn apart.
Now this what you got to
Into
understand.
Bibles.
This the part you missing. You're not putting in a real people's travel into the information that
Understand?
the mythology is giving you. You have to understand that people came to the Mediterranean Sea in Africa that were different from everybody else. So they
And I
wrote
totally agree.
mythology stories about those people, called them Atlanteans. They called them. They were from the land of Lemuria. They're speaking this type of language. They doing this. They doing that. But those are real people. So
Yeah, I believe that.
now, when the story that comes about a land sinking, small areas of land sunk around America that I can prove. See, I can't prove Atlantis is up under the ocean or Lemuria under there. I can't prove it. But I can prove there are cities in the Gulf of Mexico and down around South America, underwater that are still there that I got pictures of that the people from here was talking about the sunken cities.
Yeah.
Then they took that knowledge and turned it into a big mythology cartoon story.
Yeah. And they had to do that to code it because back
So
then.
what you got to do is you got to research Lake Texcoco and Lake Titicaca, right?
Yeah.
These are two places that I know exist that got whole cities underwater with artifacts showing that there's a sunken city of some type of Atlantis or some type of Mu, right? So those are real people.
Yeah.
And the people that left that area and went and brought that story to the land in the East, that story became legend and it became the story of Atlantis.
Okay, I got a story that helped everything.
I gotta get some more people over here. I got you. I appreciate you.
Okay, my bad. I'm gonna add one more.
Appreciate you, bro. Y'all follow Eric Boyd. Follow Eric Boyd. Yeah, Eric, you gotta understand that sometimes we gotta take the story and make it into something that makes logical sense, right? We just can't keep going through mythology because mythology is gonna keep leading us down the wrong path. We have to really search the world. That's what's really here that we can prove that goes along with these stories that they are teaching. Because a lot of those are Greek stories, right? Greek, Lemuria, Mu. We all know the Greeks intertwined with the people who came talking about Mem, right? So the people who are talking about Mem, which is Hebrew, some form of ancient language, turned into Mu. Now you have the Lemurian, right? I showed y'all yesterday our ancient artifacts with the so-called Atlantis sword that came along with the people from here. So you see Thanos, whatever the fuck his name is, the Atlantean dude flying around with the pitchfork. We bought that over here. We had them things. We really had them. Right? The trident, shit like that. We really had them in the ocean. So it is reality, but it's mythology. But they do that to take the power away and make us think we are not the creators of this stuff. Right? That's why they make Atlanteans and move as heroes. They making our people real heroes, our ancient people heroes. And they're redoing their story for movies. It's deep, but you got to decipher through it. You got to decipher through it. Yo, you got a question or a comment? Let me see if I got that receipt from yesterday. Yo. Hear me? Chris Tuggle. Yo. Let me see something. This is crazy. Hold on. Atlantean stuff. Hop in the comments. Hop in the box, y'all. Ty Mary, what up? Question or comment? Yo. Any questions? Hop in the comments or hop in the chat. Tridents to catch flounders. I can't even pull this up. Come on. Now, you must understand, I would just like you to watch my video. Okay. DM me the Immortal Alchemy. What's up? Viral Skies. DM me the video. Now, Mu or Mim, right? Mu. See that water symbol? See water, the first thing in Mu? Mu, Mim, Mu, water. Mu, water, right? Mu, water. Now watch this. Mim in Hebrew. Watch this. Meaning. Water. See that? Mim means water, just like Mu. Now watch. Mim is Mu. Hold on. The term Mim and Mu are associated in two primary contexts. Now, Mu is Greek, right? The word Mim, the letter Mim is directly associated with the letter Mu. You see that? In history of written languages, the letter Mim is directly associated with the letter Mu. Now, it was Mim first, then it was Mu. So now you have to research, when does this Lemuria shit come about? Who wrote it? When did the Lemuria story come about? These stories ain't ancient, people. These stories ain't ancient. People be teaching shit from the 1920s, trying to act like this is our ancient history. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that shit. The story of Lemuria began in 1864 with a theory and was later expanded upon by occultists in the late 19th century. It has since evolved into New Age spiritual concept. So the Lemuria theory is what? 40 plus 100 plus 25, 170 years old. So don't be on here thinking you kicking knowledge, talking about Lemuria and Mu and all that shit, because they got Mu from Mem. Now let's go into the rest of the stories. Lemuria. When did the Atlantis story come about? You have to know this now. The story of Atlantis first appeared around 360 BC in the writing of the Greek philosopher Plato. He described a powerful island civilization in his writings, which he presented as a tale about a society that became corrupt and was destroyed by a catastrophic event. 360 BC, Plato. Okay, Plato, you back in the day a little bit, but you still ain't old enough. By that time, hunter-gatherer Greeks were living in Greece. Not the Mycenaeans, not the Cretans. They were gone at that time. Now you got hunter-gatherer people living in Greece, writing about the ancient people who lived in Greece. They took the Greek word the Hebrew word mem, and called it mu, because the Greeks are writing this now. Roll the coin. And this is where all this stuff started to come from, right? It comes a story of an ancient culture, right? And the story was told to him by an Egyptian priest who said that the civilization was destroyed years ago. Plato placed Atlantis in the Atlantic Ocean because that's what the priest told him. The people are from the Atlantic Ocean, and called it the Pillars of Hercules. And it came through the modern day Straits of Gibraltar in the Mediterranean. Now, that is mythology. The Egyptian priest told them they came from the Atlantic Ocean. Therefore, he called them Atlanteans. But why did they call it the Atlantic Ocean? Because, let me show you. Why did they do that? Let me show y'all what the Atlantic Ocean named after, so you can understand a teaching from a people. The Atlantic Ocean comes from, they call it Titan Atlas in Greece, but that ain't the original meaning, right? It comes from Atlas. Let me show y'all. The Atlas teaching. The Atlas star named the Atlantic Ocean. See, Greece is talking about the Sea of Atlas. You see how I say the Sea of Atlas? That's what it was called, the Sea of Atlas. That's because of the Atlas star, right? The Atlas star is what named all of this stuff. Atlantean, Atlantic Ocean, Atlantic Coast. All of that come from the Atlas star, right? Atlas star is a part of the Pleiades. Atlas star is a part of the Pleiades, right? So whoever named the Atlantic Ocean, that all this Atlantis stuff, got it from Atlas, the star, right? Now, Pleiades. Atlas star is a part of the Pleiades. Let's go to the mounds. Are mounds in America aligned with the Pleiades? Stars. These are fucking Atlanteans. Watch this. It is possible that some mounds in North America were aligned with it's possible. Now it ain't possible. It's true. Hunter-gatherer as AI. Roll the coin. It's true. Mounds in Georgia aligned with the Pleiades. Right there. Patali Mounds in Georgia, mirrors of the Pleiades. Atlanteans. Singer Moye Mounds in Georgia. America revealed the true teachings of the Atlas star of the Pleiades. Patali, Georgia, the pyramids aligned with the Pleiades. Right on the Chattahoochee River. Pleiadian mound. Singer Moye. Right there. University of Georgia archaeologists were very helpful, right? Aligning this shit with the Pleiades star system. Right by the University of Georgia Bulldogs. Shit right there under your feet. Patali, Stewart County, Georgia. Let's keep going. Found in the Mayan highlands and traditional territory of the ancestors of the Creek Indians. Still building the Pleiades now. The bloodline coming way back all the way to the Creek Indians. The mound builders your goddamn ancestors. And they the fucking Atlanteans. And they the Hebrew. Because this Hebrew teachings. Only reason we know about the Atlas star is because we watched it for the spring. Only reason we know about the Atlas star is because we mapped it out, because when it aligned in the spring equinox, it was time to put our seeds in the ground, people. That's your real ancestor teaching. Teotihuacan, the pyramids in Mexico, shaped just like the damn mounds in Georgia, but it's pyramid form. This is what they don't want to teach you. Pyramids, mounds aligned the same motherfucking way. This older than this. This is in North America. This is in the Mexico area. This older than this. These are their ancestors. Don't never think these people their ancestors. Earthen mounds are older than stone temples. Don't you ever forget that. Know your real history. Quit trying to put everything in Mexico when your ass sitting here on top of the oldest shit in the world. Right here. Now, let me teach you about the real Atlas star teaching. Right? Pleiades aligns. Pleiades association, this is how we're going to teach it, with the spring. Let me show you. This is why our ancestors know about the Atlas star the whole time. You got to know where it come from. It's associated with the spring season because its annual disappearance and reappearance coincided with the timing for agriculture. See it? And seafaring activity. Seafaring activities, agriculture, and seafaring activities in many ancient cultures. Okay. Now, the Pleiades and the Atlas star showing you where to go at sea, and it's showing you where to put your seeds in the ground for the spring. Why the hell you think it's called the Atlantic Ocean? It's the Atlas. It's the Sea of Atlas. Roll the corn. You get it now? You understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? This is your true history. You found out about the Pleiades and Atlas from doing this right here. agriculture. Then you start seafaring. The celestial event served as a reliable seasonal marker to put your seeds in the ground. Then that falcon does the same thing in the summer that Atlas Star does. So the falcon is associated with the summer solstice. But the Pleiades and the Atlas hooks up with the spring. Now, Pleiades association with sowing of seeds. There we go. Let's get deeper. Across the globe, numerous cultures use the Pleiades star cluster to determine the proper time for sowing seeds. The cluster's helixal rising when it first becomes visible on the eastern horizon just before the sunrise. Just like I taught you, the Pleiades comes before the sunrise. Indicated the start of planting season for civilization in the northern hemisphere. North America is in the northern hemisphere, people. It's setting in autumn, signal the end of the agricultural cycle. Ancient Greece, we taught them that. The Hebrew, they didn't learn it on their own. We taught them the language and the agriculture teachings. The Andes civilization in South America, the Maya. Where you think the Navajo got it from? Us. Zuni got it. Right? Malay, Java, Philippines. Now with the Bantu people got it in Africa, they did not start it. The plowing stars. You see that? The plowing stars? Time to prepare the soil. This is the teaching that comes from the most civilized civilization on the planet. It goes around the world and teaches it. Now other cultures are getting better and better from our teachings from America. Because ain't no Pleiades mounds in Egypt. It's Pleiades pyramids. They're after us. They are an extension of our teaching, extension of our bloodline in their area. Right? Roll the coin. Now, let me show y'all one more thing, because that's why this stuff is so powerful. Now, stuff is powerful now. Now, y'all think it ain't no connection, right? Now, look at the Mayan temples. Look at the Mayan temples. The Temple of the Maya. What you see? Pleiades star aligned like temples. See it? Got the Aldebaran temple representing that, and the rest of them go with the 7 temples of the Pleiades. When the sun aligns over this, it's springtime, people. You put them seeds in the ground, right? Now, the bottom of Egypt in Albassar is shaped the same way the temples in the Mayas are shaped. Same way. Aldebaran pyramid, 7 pyramids for the Pleiades, for the spring. It's called Albassar, Egypt. It's under Giza. It's all in alignment with the Milky Way, right? Same teacher. Same, oh man, let me go back to that. Hold on. Same teacher. Don't think it's different people from different, no. This stuff is so old, ain't nothing but one bloodline doing this at the time, people. Come on now. Don't separate Egypt from the Maya and the Mayans from the Mississippians. Don't do none of that. Same people, different time frame. Evolving over time. Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever think. That's why your bloodline matching up with Egyptians over there. Niggas in Georgia, bloodline matching up with damn Ramses still to this day. Because it's the same, it's the ancient people, right? It's the ancient blood going around the world. It's still there. The blood don't go nowhere. No matter how long the earth go on, your bloodline still gonna be on this planet. Don't think you're not connected to none of this. You are. You are. It's a fact, right? Roll the coin. Let me show y'all one more thing. Cahokia got the Pleiades alignment. Yes, they do. Let me show you. Older than Egypt. They go to Pleiades alignment in mound form. Right there in Cahokia. Man-made. Same teachings. It's Egypt. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Cahokia. There you go. There go the Sun Temple mound. They go to Pleiades. All this stuff looks like the Milky Way. They just tell you it's mounds, but it's a goddamn lie. Let's go to Tycho Maya, the Mayans. Look at how it's built. Look at the damn Pleiades and the Sun Temple in the sky. Look at the Mayans on the ground. As above, as below. The spring for sowing a seed. That's the most powerful thing of the spring. Now, let's keep going. Roll the coin. Now, they say some of these mounds got some type of falcon head on them, but I ain't going to go that far. Right? Now, you got Orion lining with Sirius, Pleiades in the background right over the mound in America. Right there. Fire. The three fires aligning with Orion in the middle. They used to put the three fire holes on the back of a turtle for the same meaning. The three holes on the back of the turtle. Same meaning. There you go right there. Orion, Sirius, shooting up through Aldebaran, through Taurus, to the Pleiades. Hold on, let me make sure you see Taurus pop up on the screen. See Taurus right there? Roll the coin. Now the Freemasons got the Solomon's Key. Same thing. Freemasons got Solomon's Key. Same teaching of the ancient culture. See that? Shooting through the horns of Taurus, going to the Pleiades. That's the same Europa teaching. It takes 33 degrees to get from the side of the Orion. You see it going up to the Pleiades. That's where you get that 33 degree shit. That's how we figured out the 33rd degree of the planet is the most powerful line, right? Now here go the Birdman in different cultures. Birdman in America, Birdman in the Mayans, Birdman in Egypt. Same shit, is just evolving over time. Getting greater and greater and greater. Start with the mounds, get the temples in Maya, then you get Egypt with pyramids. Same teaching. Don't think these different bloodlines of people, they are the same. They're just moving around the world, evolving. Now, this is the Frank Pipe artifact, the Birdman tablet. And I think this was found in Monk's Mound. Now, on the middle of the tablet, the Pleiades star system sits right there on the artifact. See the Pleiades right there? And on the Birdman tablet is right there on his stomach too. You see it? For the spring. Looking just like this. Right there on the artifacts in Cahokia. The Birdman depiction. Pleiades as seen on the Birdman depiction. Right? All this stuff go together. Now here go the Frank Pipe artifact blew up with the same layout as the Mayans, same layout as the bottom of Egypt, found in damn St. Louis. See what I'm saying? Now look at the dots of the stars. Now look at the artifact. There go the dots right there. Then you get the Pleiades right there. These people are watching the sky, people. These ain't no goddamn Native Americans. Let's keep going. Now, Native Americans get the symbols off the old shit when they get here, and they start using it on their teepees. Now, this way you see the stars with the circle, Native Americans with the Ra of our ancient culture. Now, you see where they got that shit from? Man, get your ass out of here, King Way. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, look at the belt of the American Indian on the ancient Gorget with the Pleiades right in the center of the belt. See, we looking over this shit. Freemasons just stealing ancient knowledge. It don't matter what culture it is. As long as they go along with the ancient knowledge, they stealing it. See, it's secret stuff in the artifacts. It got stars in it, but you got to know what you're looking at, right? Let's keep going. Now look, Orion's belt at the bottom with the 3 dots, the center of the universe, the Earth cross. This is why the Earth cross is the Mississippian cross right here, right? Ra or Sol right there on the raccoon. Everything has symbolism. Orion's belt, center of the universe, which is something like the swastika. Then you got the Earth cross with the whole thing, right? Let's keep going. Same thing in the sky, right there. Orion is Solomon's key to build your stuff, right? Now let's go to Winterville, Mississippi. This is Winterville, Mississippi now. Pleiades on the ground. With that big, large mound. I climbed that mound myself. I climbed this mound myself, and it's high as hell. It got turf on top of it, trying to hide what's under it, but it's huge. I went to this spot. Very faint resemblance of mounds here that they tore down, but they there. A land just like the Pleiades with the Atlas star. Whoa, laptop. What the hell? And she dies. But y'all get the picture. Let me charge my shit up. Roll the coin. Listen, y'all get what I'm trying to show y'all, right? Big Stamp said, God damn, Truth. Charge your shit up. My bad, bro. But I'll do the same thing tomorrow. But I want y'all to understand, no warning is diabolical. So I just want y'all to understand what the ancient culture was teaching. And when you understand that, you can understand a whole lot of what's going on, right? You understand why it's called the Atlantic Ocean. It's called Atlanteans. You understand why it's called Mu and Mem. You understand why the spring and the Pleiades and the Atlas star is so important. That's why the Pleiades became the name of Europa. Pleiades became the name of Europa. Taurus became Zeus in Greek mythology, right? You starting to understand the stars became mythology of a teaching of a people that was doing it for agriculture and seafaring, right? We are the first seafarers because we came up with the way to go to get to these places, right? Roll the coin. I hate my shit dying though, because I was finna get a little deeper. But y'all get where I'm going. So now you study how do you follow the Atlas star to different places around the world and get into that, right? And then you get into what star do you follow to come back? And you get into that. And you get into the teachings of spring and summer and the stars that became deities and the teaching of Haru and Orion and the 3 kings of Orion and all that stuff go together. All of it come together. So you study it back and forth. What you see when you're doing this, what you see when you're doing that, what this mean, and that's where it come from. Appreciate you, Jerry Brown, man. I speak on these subjects because these subjects really matter. A lot of this stuff we be talking about on the internet don't even matter, bro. Like, we talking about history that's been covered up 5 times by the time we get to it. If you speaking on Greek and Latin and Moors and paperwork from the United States, That shit is so corrupted that you can't learn that out of it at this point. It been stepped on. It's like you get a brick, like you get a key and it been stepped on 15 times. You can't sell it. I don't want no key stepped on 15 times. Give me the raw information. Give me the raw work. If you step on the information, if you teaching from Atlantean knowledge, it's still Greek, right? Teaching from Lemurian knowledge from 1860 something, it still ain't old enough. It's not your original history. That's the stepped on history, right? So we got to go back so far and understand the basic knowledge of the ancestors. Then when it goes along into history, you can see the hijack. It's the only way I had to learn it. That's why I want to teach it to y'all like that. So therefore, can't nobody give you no load of bullshit and think you gonna accept it. Nah. Because I know better. I know what that mean now. I know what that mean now. I know what they did that for. Right? Because the key to life was feeding our people. That's the first teaching. Then it goes into the chakras and the earth and what the copper does and what the electricity in the air, the ether does. Then it evolves to that. But once you understand the foundation of the knowledge, the big knowledge can be deciphered. You can decipher the ether and all of that now. Because now we know it. Now we start to figure out that stars let out photons that you can harvest and light shit up. We had got that deep with the knowledge till they came and unalived our teachers and leaders and scattered our people, bro. We had got to the point where we had figured out free energy coming from power from stars and the sun. We had figured that shit out. We had figured out master masonry to build buildings damn near to touch the sky. All these buildings you see they call Tartarian buildings, we figured that out. Through astrology, the earth, and all of that. You got to understand that pi, people, the equation of pi is on the ground at Cahokia. We created pi. How fast the earth move. What's the longitude and latitude? How long does it take for the earth to do this? We figured this shit out long. Pi is on the ground in mound form in Cahokia. I got the receipts. These are geniuses, people. Motherfucker can't figure out pi today. Well, these folks had pi before BC times. Roll the corn. So this is the bloodline of the people that everybody talking about. Trying to make them aliens, trying to make them all type of reptilians, and no, ain't none of that going on when I'm around. These real people, they buried right there. They buried right there in the mound, right there in the pyramid, right there in the temple. They buried right there. The other people took our ancestors and hid them from us. They there. They created it. Nothing fell out the damn sky. They come from the creation story. They come from Mother Earth, the great mother. Simple. They didn't come from the great moon or the great Saturn, the Nibiru. They come from the great mother. Mother. Why do you think they call Mother Earth Mother Earth? Did all these white people come around talking about your ass fell from the stars? No. Your skin and your body is made from Earth's material, bro. This is where they grounded and got the knowledge from. Then it went up. So you got to get back to that. Only way the stars was important was because it showed you what to do during what time of year it was on the planet. Right? That's what the stars were telling you. What do I do? It's right there in the stars. It's that time of year you do this. Now we got white people talking about their unicorns and they from the Pleiades. Y'all not from no fucking Pleiades. Roll the corn. Let me get out of here, man. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. I appreciate the cash app. I'm finna drop it in my thing now. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Hope the video ain't messed up, cause I hopped out. But this is my cash app. Appreciate everybody who cash out me today. Y'all go subscribe to my YouTube. Go subscribe to my YouTube. It's We Know the Truth now with the same red logo, and you can get the whole videos that when I be talking about this stuff and break some of this stuff down. But I love y'all and I'm in love with you, man. We are the greatest culture on this planet. Everything great came through the Mississippi River and the bloodline of our people over here today. And that's a fact. And the world knows that, but we have to know that. We have to know that. And yes, we did become American Indians, but we go way back in history as people who built civilizations all over the world from a bloodline from here. The same way we leave our southern people today and go build great things around the world and do great things, we done it in ancient times also. And that's a fact. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Galil had the gun by my head. We know the truth now. Appreciate y'all for the cash up. Subscribe to my YouTube. Roll the corn.